Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I'm going to be working with my Go Wild mini album. I'm hoping to get all of the rest of the pictures in it today. As you can see, I added some fun stitching. This is a suggestion from one of my patrons. This is called a blanket stitch. It's not perfect, but I think it adds some fun character, and then I put some gorgeous kind of varsity letters on the front. So my album is coming along. I have worked a lot on it, and we're going to just continue, and I'm going to try to get all the pictures in today and do a full flip through, and then I'll do the writing after the fact so that I can, write some thoughts and feelings and things like that on what happened at Go Wild. So I will certainly link things that I used down below. I do have a previous video about how I upcycled this kind of regular notebook, added some leather to the outside, and created a fun mini album for Go Wild Adventures. All right, I will link everything. Otherwise, I'm going to put you guys on fast forward. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to start out by matting the rest of the photos on black cardstock. I am so excited about how the stitching worked out on my book. I know it's not perfect, but I think it's a fun example of you can just Google something and try to figure it out, and you can have fun in the process. I like the detail. I think it looks very much handmade, which is perfect for me. And I think it was just a nice little accent for the album, which came out really well. So now I've learned a new kind of stitch. I have improved as I went around the album, and it's a skill that I'll have to use on something else in the future. As I finish up this particular album, I'm going to start attaching some of the pages together. I do this in traveler's notebooks and mini albums at times when there's already a set number of pages, when I know that I'm going to have some writing that might be thick that could bleed through, and I'm trying to just sort of plan out where the rest of my pictures are going to go, what's going to go where I might be able to attach pages so I can have less pages here in the back and still have plenty of room to get all my things down. So the next thing I'm going to document is a picture of all of the Happy Planner squad members that were there, all the current members. Not all of the squad was able to come to Go Wild, but it was really fun to get to meet so many of my squad mates, fellow squad members in person. They're, people that I've talked to online for a while, so it was great to meet them in person. Right now I'm cutting up a card. This is from Planners Anonymous, and it was on my table as part of my table swag. And so I'm going to use that as some background. And I thought we got to have a fun lunch with the Happy Planner squad. The Happy Planner very graciously took us out to lunch on the company, and we got to go to downtown Disney and have a delicious lunch and hang out together and talk. And it was just so wonderful. And I'm so very, very thankful for being a member of the Happy Planner squad. I feel very, very lucky to have been chosen as a member of the squad, and it felt to me like this was such a good year to come for my first Go Wild, because I have kind of taken a deep dive into the planner community since becoming a member of the Happy Planner squad. So I'm just really thankful to the Happy Planner for the opportunity. I know that I'm going to have a lot to write about the Happy Planner Squad lunch and just what it means to me to be a member of this amazing squad. So I made a little tip in over on the right side that I can flip up and still have plenty of room for writing. On the left side is the big picture of the squad, and then I'm going to do a little bit of lettering right here, and we'll just add hashtag squad goals just to label that photo a little bit. And I have a lot of individual pictures with all of the squad members, all my friends that I was able to meet and take pictures with. And so I'll be able to write about each of them earlier in the album. And then this page will be more about just my thankfulness to the Happy Planner for the opportunity to be on the squad and how fun it was to see the Happy Planner sponsors and getting to meet some of the company members and things like that. Okay, next up is going to be documenting this picture of Amy Tangerine. And you guys, it was one of my biggest goals to get to meet Amy Tangerine at Go Wild. I think she is just the sweetest, most vibrant person maybe in the world, because I just have fallen in love with her YouTube channel, and I've watched it for years, and I love her style. I love the color. I love just the spark of energy and love that she brings to things. And I was definitely fangirling over Amy Tangerine. And one of the coolest things that has ever happened to me is I made it into Amy Tangerine's vlog from Go Wild. She has the best vlogs ever. So if you haven't gone to see her channel, definitely go check it out. I love, love, love her. And so I went to go say hi to her. My friend Amanda and I did. And she was just the absolute sweetest. And she took a little video of us, and I just loved her. And so I'm definitely going to write a little bit about how excited I was to meet her, how sweet she was in person. She had her little girl Juniper there, who is adorable, and her sweet, sweet mom was there as well. So it was great getting to see her in real life and take a picture. I'm going to label this picture and then add a little bit of faux stitching around the edges. That's a repeated element that I'm doing throughout the album. It's just this little black stitching all around the edge, and I do it multiple times, and I'll actually do it on the black cardstock that I put down on this page as well. I will add some white stitching, and having that element in this repeated album, or repeated element in this mini album, excuse me, really helps bring the album together and make it feel a little more cohesive, even though I'm using lots of different kinds of elements. Putting the black cardstock down was a fun way to kind of set this page off a little bit. And you can see I'm going to, again, do that same tip-in technique where you add washi tape to one side where it's half on, half off, so it attaches to the paper, add it to the other side just for a little bit of extra strength. And then I'll add another sticker just for decoration for Go Wild right under here. And then I'll pull out a gel pen, add some white lines and stitch marks all the way around the edge just for a little detail. It's so fun to not worry about any of the, what I would call rules of scrapbooking, like the balance of pages or just, you know, how pages go together in a little mini album like this that I consider very much a travel album. I use tons of just found pieces, found stickers, things that I picked up at the conference, business cards, and all kinds of things. And to me, that makes it more interesting. It makes it a little bit more challenging to put together, but in some ways it's a little bit easier because you've just kind of broken down the things that you're choosing from, and it can be somewhat a little bit easier. You're not overwhelmed with all of your supplies because you already have this element in here. So this is a picture of my table mates from Saturday, the last day of the conference. They were as sweet as can be, and so we all took a group picture together, and I thought it would be fun to document some of the things that happened and the fun gifts we got as table mate gifts. That was unexpected. The table mate gifts may have been some of my favorite swag or gifts from the whole convention. They were so thoughtful and sweet and just adorable. So I'm going to put this picture in the middle and then surround it by a bunch of different boxes from Live Love Posh. Actually, these might be Planners Anonymous boxes. Yeah, I think we would go with, let's see, is that Planners Anonymous? Yeah, Planners Anonymous boxes. And then I'll do a little bit of a few extra embellishment stickers here and there, and this will be fun to just include a few little details about that particular morning. All right, so with this mini album, I'm obviously planning on doing the journaling after the fact. Normally when I memory keep, I journal as I go, and this one, with mini albums, when I have a full complete set like this, I like to do the whole album and then sit down and journal. And I'll probably take myself out to Starbucks, bring my pens, and go at it. But let me know in the comments below, do you journal as you go for a mini album project like this, or do you prefer to do it all at the end like I am doing right here? All right, again, I apologize if you hear a bunch of hammering in the background. My neighbors are getting new siding and they've been at it all day, and I cannot wait to do my voiceover anymore. So there might be a little extra banging. I apologize for that. It won't be there in the future. All right, these photos are of my roommate Amanda and I at Planjama. That is the last party of Go Wild that is sponsored by the Happy Planner, and everyone wears fun pajamas and we dance and we eat good food and we drink good drinks, and it was so much fun, and I just had a great time with Amanda. And like I said before, the theme of Go Wild, or like the mascot for planners, is the llama, and so I had these cute llama stickers in my stash that I actually discovered in my stash when I was cleaning it out. So these will definitely go on the page. It's Amanda and I as little llamas. I think they're cute, and then we'll just add a little extra flair. There's a sticker that says planner friends make the best friends, and that's very, very true with Amanda. So I'm going to put that there. And then one last sticker here that says llama friends make the best friends, which I think is also very true. So we'll add that there as a little embellishment. And then there will be plenty of room for me to be able to journal on the right side of the spread. We did go to Disneyland on Sunday, and I didn't print out a bunch of the pictures from Disneyland. I certainly took a bunch of pictures. We had a fabulous time, Amanda and I, walking around Disneyland. Going to Disneyland without your kids can be really fun. Yes, of course, I want to take my kids someday, and seeing it through their eyes is also super magical. But having the freedom of being an adult at Disneyland or Disney World is a very cool experience. So I'm using one of the maps from the park. This is actually California Adventure, and I'm cutting that apart and using that as the background for a picture of us going into Disneyland. And then I thought it would be fun to just surround it with some fun Disney stickers. So there's this big one that says Go Wild. That's from Capital Chic Designs, who designed this vinyl sticker just for Go Wild, which is super cute, Minnie Mouse in her little mask. And then I have some stickers from Live Love Posh that were all Disney themed, and so I will kind of nestle those around there. I didn't print out all of our stickers because I think that I might document that in a different way. Plus, my family and I, we are planning on going to Disney World this summer, and I didn't want to get burned out on documenting Disney things. So I decided to wait. This is a little handout that says Wild Recap that I thought was super cute. It was at the top of a little pad of paper that we received as part of our swag. So I'm going to cut that apart, and then it'll live inside this very last card I have from Planners Anonymous that again goes with the theme, and I'll be able to fill it out. And it says about, you know, things, your favorite things that go wild, just some kind of documenting things, some good journaling prompts in there. So I'll be able to document that. I have these two stickers that are actually from the Happy Planner Planjama. It says hopped off the plane at LAX with my planner and my favorite pen. Hilarious. I love that. So putting that one down, and then the Happy Planner one right here, I'm going to use Mod Podge. And so of course, once those are down, I have to let them dry all of the way, or as much of the way as I can. It got a little messy, tore the napkin. No worries. It'll all work out in the end. Don't freak out. So let that dry. Once it's dry, I can trim off the excess. It looks like a hot mess right now, but what I'm going to do is add a bunch of stickers. This is going to be a little bit of a catch-all place for a lot of the little elements that I have that I wanted to add into the album that didn't quite make it in yet. So I have this big llama sticker that will cover up the little tear right there. I have several gorgeous, gorgeous florals from Live Love Posh. Those are all going to come as well. Still some stickers from Planners Anonymous and from some of the amazing contact cards that I received from fellow planner peeps that were at Go Wild. So I'm really just going to do a big collage with all the stickers, all the things, and have fun with that. And I really had wanted to keep, I thought that the napkins from Planjama were just the cutest. I love the hopped off the plane at LAX one. So funny. It's a reference to the Miley Cyrus song Party in the USA. So trimming all that out, and then I'll come back with some smaller stickers, filling in all of the little gaps, and it'll be just a wonderful big collage of all things from Go Wild. Washi tape is another thing that I've had a lot of fun with in this album. So that is from Simply Gilded, that particular kind of foiled leopard print washi tape. So cute. Now I'm just filling in all these little stickers. On the other side, you're going to see me use some Wild University washi tape that I received a while ago when I became a year-long member for Wild University. I love that place. It is an online forum where you can have all kinds of just personal development kind of classes. It's a bunch of different little videos. Each month, new things are added. There's a new major and a new minor. Anyway, I have some washi tape from Wild University, which of course goes perfectly with Go Wild, so that will be over there. I'm going to have these two stickers on this side. There's my Wild University washi tape. And then I have this nice little card in here where I can do some extra journaling about the event. Almost done. There is just one more page that I want to include, and that's going to be kind of one last wrap-up page, just last thoughts, ending thoughts, all of that business. But first, a couple stickers. That one is from Live Love Posh. That one is from Chrissy and Designs. And now it's time to take my attention to the last little spread in this book. This is me and the llama mascot for Go Wild. So I thought that was a super cute way to end. I have this little piece right here, the sticker that says Wild Notes. I'm going to cut that off so it fits on my page, and that will be just a page for me to write all the way down the page, one big journaling page. Then I have my llama picture here. I'm going to add some florals, and then I'm going to add some boxes. And I thought these boxes would be great places to kind of just write all of my favorite things that happen at Go Wild, just little short, almost bullet point lists, but in fun boxes that are all colorful, because isn't it all more fun when it's in color? That's what I think. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to add these. I'm going to adjust this ever so slightly and just figure out the best way to add these. But putting them all around the edge just to be places where I can write down my favorite memories. And then, like I said, kind of a concluding journaling spot there at the end where it says Wild Notes. The last thing I'll do, I have a few extra pieces of stickers and some hand postcards that were given out that I will put at the end of the book. I may end up adding a pocket at the end of this album so that I can include a lot of the extra little pieces like the contact cards and things that I didn't get a chance to use yet. Something like that. So this postcard is from Capital Chic Designs. She drew it of the Disney princesses if they were having a sleepover, and it is adorable, and I needed to include it in some way. So love that. All right, let me show you a final flip through, one last sticker to go in here. Final flip through coming up. All right, here is my final flip through. Sorry for construction noise. My neighbors are getting new siding, so it is very loud outside. But here's my flip through before the pen, before I do journaling. I love how it came out. It's just a fun way to kind of just use all the fun things you got to create an album that is easy, simple, is not going to take you forever. You know, I didn't go overboard on like tons and tons of detail work. I just had fun with the stickers, with my pens, and I will be able to document this trip. And I think it was a fun trip. It was a really good experience for me personally, and I'm excited to hopefully go again sometime. And I love having these albums as like a memory keeper, a way to remember everything that went on. So that is my album. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said before, I will link things down below. I do have a video where I set up this album, so you can make sure to check out that video as well. Little sticker sticking out right there. Done and done. Otherwise, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. I want to give a huge shout out to my patrons. Thank you all so much for all of your continued support over on Patreon. And otherwise, I hope that all of you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.